Hi, Rebecca here with breast cancer. I can see cancer. Hey, it's Rebecca. Hey, it's Rebecca here with Breast Cancer Chronicle number 10. No, wait a minute, 11. And I am going to probably wrap everything up with 12, which will be next week. And I've decided that I'm going to do sort of a high-level overview of where I started, which was actually Breast Cancer Chronicle 0, in which I gave a speech the night before my double mastectomy. And I just listened to it again the other day, and I thought, wow, that was really good. I need to remember that I said this for myself. You know, when you're going in for major surgery, really, truly, you don't know if you're going to come out of it. And I certainly didn't, but I wanted to go in with a calm state of mind and giving that last message that I thought, if the worst thing happens, then this will be out there in the world. Tapping back to a couple of weeks ago, I did want to show you, when we talked about how much insurance companies pay and how much hospitals bill, and very often what the hospital bills is not paid by the insurance company, only a percentage is paid. But I want to let you know what, in my case, came through, and here it is. So for the hospital bill only, this is when on December 17th, when I went in at 8:30 in the morning. I was there a little longer than they thought, only because I was really a very bad patient in recovery, and they had to sedate me a couple of times because apparently I just lost my mind. So they had to use extra drugs and have extra people on staff. And so I was there probably a couple hours longer than the average person. So that might be factored into this as well, who knows? But here's the deal, here it is. You can see where the charges for the hospital were $82,810 for that one day. The insurance paid $81,342, leaving us with a balance of just for the hospital of the $1,467. So this will be $1,467 of the $8,000 that we will end up paying for that whole mastectomy and reconstruction process. And like I mentioned last week, I'm putting off the next surgery until we have saved up money and paid all of this off. I'm sort of spreading it out a little bit, at least as far as I can anyway. And then we'll take care of that one step at a time. But what I wanted to talk about this week was Nancy Reagan, and I've been studying so much about her, and I've been looking for a woman. I'm an edutainer, so one of the things that I love to do is to learn about a character, become that character, sing custom songs as that character might, and educate through the character of what was going on in the world, what things this character was known for, or maybe was forgotten, because as time passes, we forget a lot of the great things that people have done in history. And I'm thinking that Nancy Reagan might be my next character, my next one-woman show. I don't know what I'll call it, but I'm just learning so many amazing things about her. Now, one of the things about Nancy Reagan, when she was diagnosed with breast cancer in 1987, and they knew that there was a lesion. They didn't know exactly how big they didn't know for sure if it was cancerous. So what they did back then is they rolled her into the operating room, they put her under, and before they put her under, she said, listen, when you do the biopsy, if the lab comes back, if it's cancer, I just want you to take the whole breast. Just do it. Don't wake me up. I don't want to talk about it. I have places to be, things to do, places to be, people to meet, etc. Very busy first lady as she was. And so she woke up essentially with one breast. The controversy that this created, these folks in the we know what's best for women world were really trying to get women not only to go in and get mammograms, which of course is a good idea for most women to get annual mammograms over a certain age, because as we discussed before, being a woman and getting older, that's what puts you at risk for breast cancer. Ta-da! So if you're over 50, annual mammogram, and I don't know, maybe it's even over 40 now. I'm not certain on that. I should know that. So Nancy, of course, was a proponent of mammograms, but this radical thing that she did where she told the doctors to remove her entire breast. How dare she? She set women back 10 years with some of the quotes in the paper. She said, I don't want to go to radiation appointments. I don't want to have chemotherapy appointments. I'm too busy for all of that, which is exactly how I felt. Just take the breast. I'm moving on. And then she said, I'm no Dolly Parton after all. So this controversy, basically, she was criticized for making this radical choice regarding her own body. How dare she make a choice about her own body? My goodness, who does she think she is? The First Lady? Ridiculous. Next week, we'll have Breast Cancer Chronicle number 12, technically number 13. And we'll wrap things up with a high-level overview, and then we'll see where we go next. Maybe if you have some suggestions, I would love that. You know, my biggest love, of course, is teaching presentation techniques and communication skills. I'll be teaching a class at Western Washington University. If you know of anybody who would like to up-level their presentation skills to become a more effective, engaging, and entertaining speaker or presenter, then I would sure love to have them in my class. And I'll be sharing more information about that very, very soon. All right, that's all for now. We'll see you next week. Bye now.